Hi guys, welcome back. This time to a team versus team race. So today we've got NorwegianWatts Club versus the Tribe by Ryan Condon. So this is Protect Your Leader. So the two leaders are NorwegianWatts and Ryan Condon. Both teams have 10 extra riders each to protect that leader, to help what would be the first leader across the line to win the race. So this route for the race is going to be on Coast Crusher. We're not doing the full course, so it'll be 34.6 kilometers. Pretty pan flat. It's got a little bit of a descent to start with, but a really good fast flowing course. So just a little bit about the teams then. So this was set up by Ryan and NorwegianWatts. Ryan's team being in the orange, and as you can see I have fully dressed up for the occasion. Orange headband, orange sweatbands, and a very poorly chosen orange cotton t-shirt because it was the only orange top I had. But I got in the spirit of things because this was just essentially a little bit of fun. NorwegianWatts, they're in green, but I want to kind of point out there's no bad blood or any kind of team rivalry between the two. This seems to have just been a really friendly, put-together race between both leaders, and really look forward to the start. So bike-wise, with this being as flat as it was, I think some people opted for the orange Tron to kind of get into the spirit of it. I know Ryan did, but unfortunately I'm not quite there with the Tron bike yet. So I went for the Canyon Air Road, and if you watch my last video you'll see that I got a nice little upgrade on it. And here we go, 5 seconds. And we're away. So, surprisingly, most Zwift races start off with everyone doing anywhere from 6 to 8 watts per kilo out the traps, and everyone going crazy, but they seem to set off relatively sensibly. And as you'll see there, the lead in, which isn't on the description that I showed earlier, as quite a long descent with a little bump in the middle. So we're on Discord chatting, and at this point Ryan points out that he's actually changed his name on Zwift to Humpty Dumpty in the hope that it's going to confuse people, but we also point out that because he's a leader he's got a big massive marker above his head, so he isn't fooling anyone with that. But that also means NorwegianWatts has got a big marker above his head too, and we identified that pretty much everyone in both teams can see that, and that was kind of good tactically wise to know that. So on this descent we kind of notice that NorwegianWatts starts to make his way to the front, so we wonder if he's going to get the super tuck, and he does straight away. So someone mentions get to the front and make sure he's not getting an easy ride and get out of the super tuck. So we push the team to the front so that he's not getting the super tuck, but not a big attack or anything. So at this point we just keep pushing on a little bit as a team, trying to stay together as much as we can to the bottom of this descent, and then once we're on the flat I'm pretty sure that we'll start having a bit more of a tactical race. Then we realised this stage everything was kind of breaking up a little bit. There was a couple of riders get disconnected at the front and the back, so we just kind of wanted to regroup everyone together because it is still 31k to go, and it is a little bit too far to just be going on a big solo team time trial. Otherwise we might as well have just done a group ride together. So we want to kind of, in the spirit of things, get everything together and just see how we go once we're on the flat. And just like that, we're all back together, one big happy family riding along. So at this point we realised that one of our teammates in the Tribe team, Keaton, is 6 seconds back, so we tried to just get to the front and ease up a little bit.
Oh, I know. This time the pace, let him catch. Yeah. Let them go ahead of us. No, let them dictate. And hopefully our guy can catch. before they steam up.
4 seconds now. 3. They're kind of catch.
Oh yeah, you're just about to latch onto the draft. Good job.
Nice work, Ethan.
Well done, mate.
Are we all back in now then?
Pretty much. They're just going on now.
Yeah, I'm in the draft.
So now our team's back together with Keaton after an absolute mammoth effort of closing down that 6 seconds. Lee, the team captain, who had worked out quite a lot of tactics for this race, had told us that we were going to hold off on the initial attack point that we had maybe planned, just to give everyone who had just caught back on a little bit of time to recover. So the next couple of minutes we kind of stay together, recover, just chat through some tactics and stuff like that, and see how everyone's feeling, just checking in with everyone. Lee's telling us some of the things that are coming up, parts of the parkour, areas we can attack, and some team tactics. But this is a bit of fun, and I do come up with something a little bit silly. Should we all stay where we are and send Ryan off the front for a little bit?
Yes.
Hang on, someone's pushing.
Like nobody else follow, but just send Ryan.
Oh no, he's not.
There you go.
Yeah. They're following. That's great.
So I think probably at this point Ryan's probably cursing me for sending him off the front with still 26.2k to go. So we just kind of sit back and let the NorwegianWatts team kind of pull Ryan in a little bit, but we also tell Ryan to kind of sit up and don't burn too much energy. And lo and behold, not long later, he's easing off and just lets everyone come back together again. It was never going to stick, it was a bit too far out, but equally we still want to have a little bit of a fun race, so there's no point in doing a 26k individual time trial. So the next few minutes we're back together again. Pace keeps going up and down a little bit, but we start talking tactics, and Lee's giving us a bit of an update on what he thinks is happening in the race and how it's evolving. Finding out how everyone's feeling is the biggest thing, because no tactic's going to stick if the riders are not feeling good. So Lee comes up with a plan, and that plan is, on his call, we'll all go orange numbers for about 10-15 seconds, all orange riders, all team tribe riders at the same time, and we'll then try and break it up and see how we go from there. And as we go through this rolling bit then, we are just sitting trying to group together as best as we can, because Lee's going to give us the countdown, and then he gives us the go ahead, and off we go.
Go now.
And just as we start going, orange numbers all over the place,
so
fire socks all over the place. I still haven't got them yet myself, so I'm looking forward to when I get them. And most of the team kind of stick together, with one or two, the Green Riders, sticking with us currently. But NorwegianWatts has quite a good sprint, so he gets close to the back of the group. And having watched his own video earlier on YouTube, he was very, very close to being on the back of this. I don't think we kind of realised in the race how close he was to being onto the back of us. Maybe we would have pushed on a little bit more.
Push on.
So for kind of like the next 12 kilometres, there is majority of the tribe and one of the NorwegianWatts team, and we just try dropping him every now and again, a few digs off the front and stuff like that, just to see if we can dislodge him. But it's a really strong rider, so I think we kind of established that. He did go off the front for a little bit and lured Ryan into following him, which was a little bit of a mistake. But then once we realised that we kind of weren't going to drop him, we just kind of forgot about him. During this period then, there was also many times where team captain Lee was telling Ryan off, and I've skipped past him, but there was a few where he was told to get back and get into the draft because he is the protected rider. But Ryan, being the keen rider that he is, he likes to be at the front and pushing the pace, and I think he's got to put some watts out to get up some of the inclines, and likes to get out of the saddle so it goes up a little bit. But it was all fun, and we just kind of cruised the 12k as a group, just taking turns at the front and trying to see if this goes down to a sprint finish. So around about now, the green rider in C. Fleming starts pushing off the front, pushing the pace a little bit. He looks like he's about to attack, and lo and behold, he pushes to the front and starts to solo away. And at this point, nobody chased him. The call was just let him go by the captain. So we let him go. Like, you got to listen. We are there to protect our rider in Ryan, and if we chase him down, then it could put the hurt on everyone. So we just decided to sit up and stay with Ryan and ride through as a team. It is quite a long way to go out, so he's gone from just over 12k. There could be a chance that we re-catch him. If not, he's more than welcome to solo off. But the aim of the game is to get either Ryan or NorwegianWatts across the line first, and that's what our game plan's been, and that's what we'll stick to. So we discussed this, and Ryan was going to sprint for second place. So he was going. I wanted to stay quite close to the back of him, so he sprinted off, and
So I was thinking, come on, Ryan, take the second.
he's got to,
Yeah.
Always sprint, Ryan.
It's the same format, but against like an A-cat by himself with a TT bike. Might be a pretty interesting format.
Ryan now goes for what he thinks is the banner up ahead. Oh, we've still got 100 metres. That's not the banner.
100 meters.
Oh, shit.
Classic.
Oh,
Where did they bring?
I was pressing my brake there. I couldn't stop. I think what can only be described as a classic Condon moment from now on. Ryan sprinted for the line, and it was still a couple of 100 metres. So I think the momentum of me and the other rider that was there, we both tried to hit our brakes. I think I was a bit too late, and I snuck in for second place, which I apologise because we wanted to get our leader across first. But we'll call this payback, Ryan, for the race that was a recce the other day, which you done me on. So it was a good laugh. What I can say is this has been a really, really good event, and we really enjoyed it. Thanks to Ryan and NorwegianWatts for kind of setting this up and getting kind of the 22 of us together to do this team versus team race. I would like to do this again in the future. I think maybe we switch up the courses, maybe do something a bit more punchy instead of kind of pan flat. But it's all laid out there for the future. More races like this, and more for the tribe. I think this might just be the start of some racing for the tribe. We might hit a few other things coming up. Well, if you've enjoyed this, please drop a like, subscribe, share it, and come back for more exciting content of watching me sweat through a cotton t-shirt. I'm not going to be wearing that again. But thanks for watching, guys.